it is the most important part of our sport is the quality of the water and the venues that we use, and maintaining those for many, many years to come. And that project is so very important, both to the WWF and to World Rowing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've been hearing all week how the athletes have absolutely loved racing on this lake. I mean, you know quite a few of them, Cookie. What do you think? What have they been saying to you about their experiences out on the water?
I think certainly during racing it's been great water, great conditions. The organising committee have done a fantastic job of looking at the weather forecast to ensure that racing is fair and in the best conditions possible, and so far they've absolutely nailed those decisions. We saw a wild storm come through yesterday afternoon, and the decision was made to bring racing forward to the morning, and that was a great call, because certainly it was unrowable here for a little while yesterday afternoon, but I mean, there's no sign of that here today. Fantastic conditions, a slight puff of a headwind, meaning that we weren't quite on world best time like we were in some of the races yesterday in the more favourable conditions, but certainly very flat, easy conditions to row as an athlete, and very much fair across the course. I think most athletes would be very happy with this regatta and the quality of the racing.
Well, you mentioned the fairness, and that is so vital in a sport like this, where, you know, it comes down to tenths of a second, hundredths of a second crossing the line. And the way they've managed all that rain is there's a dam at either end of the lake, and they have to let all that rainwater through at least 3 hours before, so they can shut those dams and allow the flow to stop completely, so the water is absolutely still, and they have a lot of flow checks to ensure that fairness. But back to the medal ceremonies here, you can see the Americans walking out, bronze medalists, followed by the gold medalists, Italy, and the silver medalists, Australia, making their way up on to the platform for the medal ceremony.
Very happy smiles there from the Aussie boys.
Awarding the medals for this event, Dennis Oswald, the FISA president, and Lee Si-jung, the chairman of the executive committee of organising committee governor of Chungbuk province. There he is, Dennis Oswald, FISA president, starting with the bronze medalists, the United States of America. Bowman there, David Morgenstern. Two-man, Brian Pape. Three-man, Tobin McGee. Four-man, Brendan Mulvey. Five-seat, Dorian Webber. Six-seat, Joshua Getz. Strokeman, Peter Gibson, sorry, the 7-seat, and now the strokeman, Sean Gibell. Coxed by Michael Juan.
Of course, Dennis Oswald standing down after almost 25 years as FISA president this year to fight for an election of the IOC presidency this September in Rio de Janeiro. So big championships for the man from Switzerland presenting the medals.
Winners of the silver medal, Australia. Now we see the bowman, John Price. Two-seat, John McDonnell. Three-seat, Timothy Whitcomb. Now we're into the four, who also races lightweight men's four. That four-seat, Alistair Foote. Five-seat, Blair Tunovich. Darren Purcell. Nicholas Silcox. And the strokeman, Simon Nola. Coxed by Timothy Webster.
His brother David Webster coxing the heavyweight men's 8.
Well, that's pretty unusual, isn't it?
It is.
I guess, though, two little people in the same family, but to get in the same international team.
Very impressive.
And the new 2013 World Rowing Champions, Italy. First to receive his medal, the bowman, Simone Molteni. Two-seat, Tello Amarante. Three-man, Petru Zaharia. Three-seat, Leone Barbaro. Five-man, Stefano Oppo. Here we have the six-seat, Vincenzo Serpico. Seven-man, Francesco Schisano. Stroked by Paolo Di Girolamo. And coxed by Enrico Daniello. So those are our new 2013 World Rowing Championships in the lightweight men's 8 division.
Probably good to give a name check to the Italian coordinators of the juniors and under 23s who have seen these guys coming up. Antonio Comenzi and Spartaco Barbo, who have done a fantastic job, I think, in helping to oversee the success of Italian rowing that we've seen at championships in the last couple of years.
Now we'll have the national anthem of Italy. Well, hey, some very proud Italians there screaming through the last verse of the Italian anthem. Certainly did very well here today. And for a brief photo, all of the medalists from the lightweight men's 8 division. What an exciting day's racing all through today, though. But there's still so much to look forward to through the rest of the weekend as we start to look towards the